overextending a little bit. Sumail coming in for.
Flown. Okay. Who are they staying with? Brian. I didn't know if you cast it. I don't know. Should be EG fair, it should be good. But we're in this one, Mason. What are we doing? You know, I hate these 4 bans are my least favorite part of every Dota game. Honestly, these 4, like the 2 after the first 3, what do they actually do? Tell me. Does Phoenix get banned? What did you learn? Okay, that's it. That's all you learn.
Radiant team pick.
Okay. I would say they banned Void because they like playing Void. Okay, held it.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yes.
Dire team pick.
Bang.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Damn. So why'd they ban the Earthshaker? No, I'm just kidding. No, I know, Mason. It's true. So why do you take a Bane here? Like, Bane's not the best first Weaver, right? Did you went to the audio and you clicked open mic on voice chat team, right? You gotta use open mic for the in-game. You can just change it back after. I don't care. No, you literally, then only the people in-game will hear it, so 5 people. You don't have to, it won't go to the stream.
Remaining.
It's only for the people in-game.
I have no idea how sensitive my mic is. Maybe it's just like
5
picking up
seconds
everything.
remaining.
How do
I do mine.
God, I swear to God.
I do mine all the way to the left, the open mic threshold, so they hear everything. Well, people hear me snorting all the time. Yeah, exactly. That was me. Alright, Keeper of the Light. What in the world are we looking at here? I just haven't seen this hero much. We saw, what, like twice at TI? Gandalf the Great. Gandalf the Wise.
I think it...
Do you see above like complexity, you see the little white box?
Yeah, it's
and it's just white box and it's just staying there. And that means you're muted. That means you probably didn't use the right microphone in game or something.
Yeah, I'll worry about the
Dire team
Mason, we're not doing anything right now.
Storm Spirit.
casting green.
Oh really? Oh okay, my bad. I mean, everyone, the people listening in game right now, Mason says he hates you guys, and that's why he's not turning it on. I'm just kidding. That's a storm. So we have a Keeper of the Light, and then you have a storm. This looks like a really like squishy. Not really, actually. Never mind. They have a lot of survivability.
10 seconds remaining.
All right. I think it's good.
5 seconds
I don't care. I'm not your dad or mom.
Yeah, I don't care if you're my dad or not.
So what do you do now? You just got storm spirited. What's a hero you pay? They probably won't pick their middle here, right? You still save that for. Nah, it actually doesn't matter.
Okay, what do we got here? What are you saying?
We got a storm. So what does Complexity do to counter that? Because they don't have the best lockdown.
No, they do not. I'm trying to think. I'm not coming up with anything, Grant. What do you got?
I got nothing. Looks like we're going to game number 2, Forward Gaming versus Complexity.
Forward's got this one in the bag. There's no counter. How do we win?
I mean, who at least lanes well versus Storm?
God, I actually don't even know.
What about it?
I mean, he's not even a good laner. So
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Know, like...
So you just want to bully him, right? Like, as hard as you can, since you have no lockdown, just screw him up early game? This could have...
Why am I just drawing a huge blank?
Dude, if they pick Bristle here,
Oh, I was gonna say Tinker or Dragonite, but I didn't even know people picked this hero.
We've been seeing a lot more in the carry role. Like, he just gets flexed into carry.
Dragonite's really good versus Storm, because, like, really tanky.
You don't die, right?
The game and mid game. Also, Dragonite is a lane.
10 seconds remain.
The matchup got a little bit better for Storm, though, because Dragon Tail's not instant. It's like, gotta project that.
Remember when I said I was worried about Bristle? Looks like me and SVG kind of the same person here. I mean, he is pretty smart. I dabble in the IQ.
Yeah, definitely Coddle Bristle sounds like something to do, too.
He has
10
a lot.
seconds remaining.
What are your general thoughts on Eternal Envy, honestly? Like, I know a lot of people have this, like, he's not a good player or he's a genius player. Like, what are your just straight-up thoughts of him as a player?
I mean, these questions are always loaded, but,
I mean, you don't have to answer. I don't care, I was just wondering.
I mean, being honest, I don't think he's been playing very good as carry for the last 2 years.
Dire team pick.
I think he works hard. And yeah, that's my opinion of him. I think personally that this change to 5 was good for him. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I think it was a step in the right direction because he naturally likes to have a voice on his team, and seems better that he plays support to do that.
10 seconds remaining.
Right. That's good, Mason. Great. What are you, a psychologist?
5 seconds
Jesus.
remaining.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about going into human psychosis, but
You decide against it. That's smart.
yeah. Sven.
What? What? Why are you laughing? Just tell us.
This was not a good Sven pick at all.
Why is it? I mean, he's just gonna get
Bane
kited,
and
right?
Rince River are really good versus Sven.
Isn't he like? I mean, him and Ursa kind of share that
And
similar.
also, I would say that Storm's
5 seconds remaining.
okay versus Sven, good versus. I mean, I don't know. I don't like this Sven pick at all. It doesn't make much sense.
He's just not very good hero at all, right? Is this just
You don't
go on?
You don't even see what you're laning against, right? Like this could be Storm safe lane tiny mid, like Batrider. I don't know.
Doesn't he just get kited? Isn't he him and Ursa, right? Those are the two heroes. You go into a team fight, your BKB ends, you're not even a hero, right?
Now
It's a troll.
select your heroes.
Troll.
So, is it offlane Tiny or Winter Wyvern? That'd be crazy if they did Winter Wyvern.
Offlane tiny. Huh.
So it sounds to me like you like Ford's Gaming's draft a lot better.
Thinking. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I really don't like Sven as carry. I think it's too slow, and for some reason, like his peak timing just feels really off this patch. I don't know why. I don't understand why. But whenever I play this hero this patch, I'm just like, why did I play this hero? It's not doing enough for me or my team.
I mean,
Also, just one more thing, like, people were picking, back when Sven was, like, good for a few patch, like, one patch, people were picking off Lycan, and Sven is very good versus Lycan. Also, some people were picking Chaos Knight, it's good versus Chaos Knight, too.
but
Versus Troll? No.
I mean, right? You have to BKB just to get the blind off, and then you just get gripped. You could just get Winter Wyvern ulted.
Yeah, you could get Chain Bashed, too, by a Troll, and...
Yeah, but that's always been a turn. it feels like maybe in his mind, right? I don't think he ever thinks he get outdrafted. A lot of other people say he does, but he thinks he wins because he looks. That's the human thing. Everyone thinks they're the person, right?
He's
Thank
another E expert. I've never played with them. So.
Victory.
Mason, why didn't you join a WESG team?
Only one team goes to the LAN, right, this year?
One.
I think beating.
Yeah, the Sumail team. Well, I believe the
I think
qualifier.
Beating the Sumail team is very
I don't
hard.
think you have to.
Oh my.
What? Well, they've heard your.
You just like screeched.
Did I? Is it still going?
Yeah, I don't know what's happened. No, it's just like sometimes it happens, but that one was really loud. But anyways, what were you saying?
Well, I was just saying, well, they've heard your fan for the past 5 minutes, so I'm sure they're used to it already.
30 seconds.
Yeah,
to left.
I mean, it was getting spicy, man. I just turned it on.
Mate, you can leave it on. No, I forget.
No, it's fine. I just need it on like every once in a while.
What were we even talking about?
I don't know. You're just talking about you. Basically, aren't you on WSG?
Oh,
I was
yeah.
gonna say like, I don't think
can't
you can beat yours.
But I don't think they're gonna play. There's like an NA qualifier during that time.
Oh yeah, I heard about that as well. But I don't know.
Just didn't want
I mean,
to.
that's just playing for money. I feel
The battle begins.
that's not a real team.
You're about the love of the game. I respect that.
Yeah, I like competition. Like, you know, trying to be LTI and stuff.
You know what my least favorite thing about, like, I love viewers. Viewers are why we have these, but I hate the thing, like, God, I wish this, why doesn't he just play, it's a free slot, and why doesn't everyone just move to SA so they can qualify, right? You're not a person who'd want to move to SA just to get last place at TI, right? You want a chance to win.
Yeah, that's what I've told people too. I mean, if the obviously I'm not saying I would never do it because never is a very strong word, but yeah, I genuinely think teams that go to SA are gonna get last place like, every single year. Yeah. I think why even bother? If you're just telling yourself, why bother? If you don't believe you have a chance to win TI, why bother? Even if it's a 5% chance.
What? Well,
go to SA and get in last place. Anyways, yeah, I'm rambling.
No, that's what I mean. A lot of viewers at home think, why aren't these people just going to SA so they get the trip, they get the experience at TI? You don't want the experience, you want to win. There's a difference between, right, the normal person and the pro player. It's the ambition, like Tupac said. No life. Bottom lane harass on Universe. Damn, look at this. Fear and Universe going, and wait. Oh, if Z-Freak wasn't here, this would be an all former EG lane. MSS, Universe, and Fear. But it's not, Z-Freak's there.
Keep this on the DL, but I hear that Z-Freak may be joining EG soon. They may be kicking Crit. So keep it on the DL.
Alright, I'll keep it on the DL. No one will hear from me. Speaking of Z-Freak, are you with the people who say he's one of the most underrated players of all time, or do you just think he's very good? Or maybe lower, I don't know.
I think he's good. I don't know if he's good as some people hype him up to me, but he definitely seems to know his stuff and have some good mechanics. I never seen him practice though, so they play pubs.
He's like me, but I'm not a pro player. He plays a lot of overthrow. That's about it.
That guy is a beast.
Well, top lane, I did catch it luckily. The first blood, it's Eternal Envy's Ogre going down, and well, that's not a good start when you're against a troll who is just getting a ton of farm. Sentry did get countered though, luckily enough for Dire, so they just need to press that advantage. Abuse some Sakuchi, but the long cooldown, oh my goodness. That's the worst part of Weaver, right? Like levels 1 through 5. You have like no mobility.
I'd say I mean, it always depends on lane, right? How hard your lane is. But I think once you get level 4 on Weaver, you're pretty much set in lane. It's pretty good. Level 5, really good. Level 6 obviously is when you can kind of control the lane. First 2 levels though, absolute, like, if you're playing against a hard lane, it's still hard. It's hard lane.
Middle, you talked about it, DK, oh well, pardon me, MSS, they get the kill on Z-Freak bottom. Can't get out of there with the plus armor, but middle, Storm versus DK, you said it was a free lane for DK. Should Storm have this much CS? Is this about how it should be going, or should DK be winning harder?
Yeah, this is about how it should be going. DK should be leading a bit. DK should get the seats first, should have really nice. He shouldn't like outright just like go to the jungles.
Man, look at this. One bash is all it would take from the troll, but he won't pick it up. And they get another one. They kill Snake King. They didn't even have a sentry down. That is Dire's sentry. But look at this. Snake King's like, all right, no, we get a kill. But the brain sap flies. They do get stunned. This should be a 1-for-1. Is SVG gonna die? Oh, he's gonna die. The bug up on Rezo. He kills it off. As of now. And damn, that's 4 kills happening top. Only the other kill happening bottom. And it just seems to be a game of control bottom. Who can deal with these pulls? We have Dire trying to pull the big camp Radiant. Will be pulling the small camp. He got the counter ward off. Middle. It's just farm. Everyone just gonna farm middle. Seems like only really top is the let's have pressure lane. And what? They got their sentry countered immediately again. Nice job by Dire. Snakey in a little bit of trouble. He thinks about going for Rezo. He knows he can. A nice job by Dire. They are defending the sentry bottom lane. Coddle goes down again, and Forward Gaming is up by more than 1,000 gold now. See the glyph coming up. I'll deny that range creep. Yahweh. That doesn't sound right. I don't agree with Jack.
Just go towards.
I'm going with Yawar. That's how he told me to say it. TI, that's what Sumail told me to say. That's his brother.
Oh, well, CL doesn't even know his own brother then. Because I talked to UR personally, he said, call me Yoir.
Stun's gonna fly at SVG. Oh, I love that. Storm just pushed down the level 2 Remnant, right? If Snaking wanted to challenge, he just dies. Smart play there.
A lot of... UR has to be careful about leaving his lane this game, because usually that's what he does, but on Storm it's a little bit harder early, and he's also versus 2K, so if he leaves lane for too long, his tower's just gonna die.
This is the opposite.
That's coming mid to help out as well. This is nice.
This is the opposite of what Zeus is, right? Like, Zeus isn't gonna push your tower, so you can leave the lane, but DK will shred your tower. It's less than half HP almost.
That was super good when I'm assisted. On the first catapult, and when DK was 6 and popped his ult right away, like he should have, he was here to make sure that they didn't take too much damage on him. Really nice play. I'm sure it was planned ahead of time.
That's the thing. People don't realize there are, like, people make fun of, like, what are timings. There very much so is timing windows in Dota. No matter how it sounds.
Yeah, much more realistic than a farming pattern.
Yeah. Like, because every 5 minutes there's runes and there's siege unit. I just realized that's kind of weird they put those with the same timing windows, don't you think? Well, top lane Weaver is just dead. Like, why didn't they do like all runes every 7 minutes or every catapult 7? Why are they both on a 5-minute timer?
I don't know, Grant. I can't answer that. Not Ice Road.
Wait, you're not? Well, Z-Freak bottom is getting straight up whomped on by this tree from Universe, but look who's here. It's the Yage himself, Snake King, but
this is
didn't really do much.
Very, very weird patient.
Didn't you have a ward? Radiant just like backed out. Yeah, I mean, if you get the kill there and you rotate Fear up top, maybe. I mean, no one can lane versus Troll now, right? Weaver or Sven.
No one's laning versus Troll. This is...
And you can, right? I don't think either of those.
I mean, I think you can. I think this can lane. You just has to play more careful.
But now,
I'm going for this kill on Universe shots.
That Universe killed the bug off quick. They're not gonna get him. Just runs away with MSS. And this is feeling pretty good for fourth. They're up 6-1. Obviously, middle lane you have Limp, who. He was number 1 in Europe for a while, and he was number 1 in America, right? I think he beat Arteezy for a little bit when he was on Cole.
Yeah, I think so.
Pretty damn good player. Oh, here we go. He's gonna throw out the stun. There's a raindrop to tank it. He's gonna harass him down. God, people don't realize how much that poison does even on heroes, not just towers. That thing melts you. Top lane, they try to dive, they just get back.
This is the problem with Sven. Look at him. He's level 4 at 8-minute. He's not going to do anything when he gets 6 either. What do you want him to do? He can't do anything. He's just going to jungle.
Radiant's middle tower
I don't like this pick at all, Grant. Don't like it.
I know. I'm with you, bud. I mean, a hero that can get kited, a hero that has low impact early. Whoa, they're going in there. You know, look for both of them. They get the sleep, and look at this. SVG just right. They don't even care about Envy. They give 2 shits about Envy.
messed up.
That's fine. They get the kill. Look, I'm pretty sure they could have got both. They just gave up on it and they're like, whatever, just kill Fear. So now Fear, he is stuck at early level 5. He's dead. When he's alive, where does he TP? His TP is actually in his backpack. He just now moves it. He's actually gonna have to sit in base for 5 seconds if he wants to TP.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Where does he go? He's going middle.
I mean, Grant, this is a hard Sven game. I think Snake King TPing bottom did not do him any favors either.
Oh, watch. MSS is getting dope, but the bug will go off him, so the minus armor isn't there. Now look at it. Universe. Oh, well, that's a kill.
Oh, man.
And
the tip. They have history as well. They have history, boys.
I think they're actually friends, but yeah.
I won't say anything. I won't say anything.
Why not?
No. Yeah,
was it his girl? Did Snake King take MSS's girl? Be honest.
That happened.
Come on, name. Don't do him dirty like that. SVG, a higher level than Sven, but Limp. Okay, so Limp rotates top. This is gonna create pressure, right? Radiant has to rotate up to do some, or he's gonna push, or he's not. He's just gonna run away. All right. I guess he can't really push into a tier 1 with no vision. Oh.
Yeah, the saving grace here for Cole is that they have a Dragon Age can maybe run around and force reactions or get towers for free, so it's kind of why he's up here top.
Every game, forward gaming. I think that's the thing you talked about, right? How them and EG scrim pre-TI so much. You'll notice both those teams just dominate the runes. They get there 10 seconds early. They have heroes that can fight there, and they win every early rune engagement.
Yeah, forward gaming, super good early game.
It feels so weird saying that. Do you like that name? Be honest. Or do you think it's generic? Yeah, do you think it's too generic?
Oh, I think it's stupid.
Yeah, it's whatever. Well, if you had to make a team name, I'll give you 30 seconds to think it up. What would you add?
Digital Chaos. Seriously.
No, I believe it's Chaos. It's Chaos Esports Club now. But.
Yeah, name myself Chaos. With a K. No H.
I actually kind of like that name.
Yeah, it sounds really cool if you're like 13. Maybe
Bro, your literal old name on Dota used to have a word I don't want to say on stream, but it means cartoon naked people.
Okay, you need to relax there, Grant.
Was that not your official name?
Dude,
Tentacle Surprise? Tentacle Surprise?
Well, yeah, that was an ironic name. Like, Chaos is not ironic. You're like, oh, you make the rock symbol with your hands, like, cross your hands, and Chaos, and like, that's like what I imagine.
There's a big fight bottom. Snake King, they didn't have the sentry now they do. SVG with the Gripperino, he gets it. Chaos comes through, they get it now top. Eternal Envy getting it right clicked on, but look who's here, it's Big Bad Lift. He gets the stun on you are. Will he be able to run away though? Looks like he should be able to zippity doodah. Not too far ahead though. Do we have anything from the Ogre? He has a multi-cast stun, that's a kill. That is a big commitment from Radiant, and they don't even get the kill. They get turned on by Limp. Limp playing so well. He's trying to carry him through the early game here.
I think, if you want to talk about underrated players, I think Limp is really good. I think he's really good.
I agree. Honestly, I'm not saying, I'm glad Limp and Chessie are both still playing, but I'm glad they're separated. You know, it feels like a comfort thing.
Yeah, I'm also glad that the other brothers separated.
I don't want to say they held each other back, but it clearly didn't work, right? If you have two cores together that haven't worked for so long, you gotta change it up. Doesn't mean they're bad, it just doesn't mean they work together.
Yeah, I mean, some brother combinations work. There's not like some Call of Duty, like Lunchbox or something. They like brothers.
I think they were on EG, I don't know. Yeah, no, there was like Ogre 1 and Ogre 2.
Yeah, brothers can work sometimes, but just because you have the same DNA does not mean you should play on the same team, right, Grant?
Yep, I guess we'll see during WESG NA when brothers Hassan try to do their best.
Oh yeah, yikes.
Right.
I don't know how I said it.
Yeah, me either. Seems like it's a pretty good team. But we watch Kaya getting close. That's when Storm can finally actually start farming, not feeling a complete piece of garbage. Universe, has the Aquila. They need to do something with the Aquila, right? That item gives way too much for what it costs.
Didn't they nerf it? I feel like it's totally reasonable.
They nerfed bonus damage from 10 to 7. Where's the 7 damage come from?
What do you mean? That's the Bassi. Have you never played it?
Yes, I know Bassi gets damage, but where does the damage come from on the Bassi? You're buying a mana regen item and an armor item, and all of a sudden you get damage? Why?
Yeah,
why?
Sometimes, you know, that's how magnets work, Ring Ring.
No, magnets don't work like that. I don't know. They work. They're a miracle.
Magnets give damage.
There's no magnet. What is a magnet? A ring of protection?
Yeah, it's a magnet, baby. Woo! Let's go.
Well, only one tier 1 tower has dropped for each team middle. Dire has taken down Radiant, takes the tier 1 top. And I don't know, this is a very weird game. There's not these normal, like, hey, we're going to rotate these 3 and push a lane. But now, middle lane looks like there is. But this Storm just kind of running down the river by himself. They're playing a rune.
Illusion.
Bottom pushed in by Snaking's actually getting some space now. He has one, treads Aquila, he gets a tier 1. What build do you want to see him go on Weaver this game?
You went treads already, so that's already in. I don't know, I really think Bottle is super good on Weaver. I think it's, you know, I used to be a Bottle hater, but I've been converted. I think it's a really good item. Just so you can move around more freely. I'll worry about your mana anymore.
Why don't you like treads?
I think Dragonlance is so good on this hero, and like, you buy treads and you buy lance, and I think Bottle's good, so you buy Bottle, and that's like 4k gold, 5k gold, like tied up. Where's your damage? Where's your usefulness, right? Like, you're not a threat with all those items.
Well, they're gonna find a troll. I feel you. But can they actually get him? He's so hard to kill, especially with the blind. They're gonna kill the bug off, and they're just gonna retreat, and once again, another rune fight. And is one of the runes still there? Sure is. Bottom. Bulldog would not be happy with this. Who's that, like Mary Poppins mixed with Bulldog? I don't even know who died.
Cole and Z-Freak, the nice setup on bottom.
That's on me. My bad. Dude, he's dead for 40 seconds. That's a huge dude. Limp is owning. Straight up owning.
There's a fight hit top, but afterwards I don't.
No, you're good. Weaver is getting gripped. He will get a toss there. The damage will be there. Eternal Envy should drop as well. One more. Nope, takes 2. Gets it. On the backside, they're to look for more. It's Limp. Do they have vision? They do not. Not vision. Detection. Pardon me.
Well, why that thing at bottom was so good really quick was that Limp showed himself top, and they like missed the kill on whatever his name, Troll.
Yeah.
And immediately after that, immediately after that, Cuddle's already set up on bottom and recalls it. And it's like, where you play on the map is based on information. And they saw the Dragon top, he instantly gets recalled bottom, so Storm's just not expecting it, not expecting that fast of a play.
Quick play, like you said, obviously these two have played together. Z-Freak and Limp, I mean, they played together for like 2 years, just in Dota, I think in Han as well, but... Now there's gonna be initiation stuff, comes out, will hit the big stun toss. Combo will hit the Ogre and instantly decimates him. And now Blood, look at how big that Weaver is. That Blood, what the hell? That shit makes him gigantic. Does it make, it does not make everyone else that big. It's huge. He's gonna miss a lot of CS though because he mistimed it. Misses 2 of them.
I don't know, I'm just not sure.
Oh, SKG middle. Limp's gonna go onto him, but we're gonna see a brain step on the backside. He goes for Fear. Will get brought down. Finally, Bugs Flat 2 hit 3 of them. They're gonna just throw the ulti of Winter Wyvern onto Snake King. He sits there, and now they chase. MSS will get dusted on, or dust Snake King, pardon me. And now, Snake King will go down. And now when Sleep comes out, they're ready to pull. Can they kill his DK with no mana on Tiny? I don't think they can. They want to get Universe, but look at the statuses until just run away. They try to do some damage, but Limp, he's not tanking very much. MSS doing the most with his percentage-based damage of Arctic Burn. And they continue to chase. Eternal Envy, he's the only one chasing Limp. Oh, God. Envy, chill out, baby.
Puddle is eggs.
That's the big one. Right, that's why he was just sitting bottom, like you said, when he recalled Limp, because he's just... They just say, Z-Freak, you go sit bottom, don't let him take the tower, right? He just farms. And another relocate. They actually find Rezo. They're going to go for him. Fear's here as well, but they are all blind. Because he got the whirling axe up, and now Fear is going to get slowed. They're all going to get slowed. Fear wants to keep going, but he can't. They're going to get a stun on the backside. Winter Wyvern gets picked off. He's still alive. He goes for the shrine. Won't get it. Fear taking a ton of damage. Universe couldn't cleave him down. Grip on the backside by Dragon Knight. Throws the tree. They're doing so much damage, but he's so damn tanky. Now snaking. Second hit bad, but they're just chasing on. This is definitely a dead vein. And look at Complexity move through Radiant's side of the map. Well, that's a good look for Fear Complexity, right?
Yeah. Board Gaming still has to respect the fact they have Axe Cuddle. Obviously, they just saw it, but I have to try to play around that.
This is the thing. It feels like Z-Free. I mean, we talked about him a little. I mean, just it's more Coddle than Z-Free, or a mixture of both. He always knows when to recall, like you said, being on the map. They just find another pickoff in the river, and they just recall him in. And now Snaking, he needs to really be careful because he's almost dying to Roche here, but he will get healed up fully. Because guess what? Keeper of the light, daytime, baby. And oh, Universe just going in. I don't think you go on that guy, if anyone. And now it's going to be stopped. Roche has slowed him off. He's looking. Yalwar gets stunned up immediately. They're just like, he's dead. Oh, but Liv, this is the one way to kill him. Make his own team do it. They do. And now Fear is getting him blown up as well, even with the heals from Coddle. Rezo is just right-clicking through all of them. Roshan Stop will help out. Thank you, says Forward Gaming. A buyback from Limp and a recall. They can't do anything. Right after we say a good fight for Cole, they take a pretty sus fight right there.
Yeah, it was a nice idea. They probably thought that Radiant would be too scared because they just lost the fight and no Cuddle his eggs, but you know, Radiant just realized that they still have a lead.
And instead, you give, I mean, besides Ursa and some other, you give an Aegis to Troll. He's in a great spot. Do you know he's actually Huskar's brother in lore?
Troll?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did know that.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure.
Psych.
Well, I mean, you remember the Dota 1 characters, right?
Of course, because I played so much Dota 1.
Wait, you didn't?
No.
Oh, my bad. Hey, I'm just trying to teach you lore. Just like you're teaching me Dota. You don't need to give me an attitude, bro.
Okay, what is Troll's first name? Go.
Well,
it's recipient Hogdire.
Well, I can tell you his nickname. He likes to go by Chad. Like, I don't call him by a name. It is Mason. A lot of people go by their middle names.
Chad.
Yes, no, that's his nickname.
Why is it?
Read the lore. It's in the Artifact podcast they released.
Yeah, I keep up to date on that.
Yeah, I was just checking. Ogre just bloodlusting, creeps middle to push it out. But here comes the storm, and he is getting a little bit closer to Bloodstone. Looks like he's about 2,000 away or less. And it feels like the storm hasn't had a good game, right? But he's third on the net worth.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a storm game where you're not going to dominate. Thankfully, his resolution is.
Bottom. Uh-oh, Z-Free. You can't get caught out here. Mana leaked up, so he will get stunned. But he's going to continue to chase. He can throw axes soon, but he doesn't have the mana. He only has 3 stick charges. You need... now he does have enough if he pops the stick charges. Doesn't look like he even needs to, though. Stun flies. SC deals steal the kill. Thank you. And forward game, I mean... Once again, obviously Cole is a little better of a team than individually than Skur was, but you're still talking about an 8th place TI team versus a new team. That's life. Mason has all this Weaver play. We've already seen what, 2 or 3 Weaver games. Does this make you want to play Weaver in pubs? Like, are you disappointed? Or are you proud? I know you're disappointed in the treads.
Disappointed in this for sure.
He did get Dragonlance though.
Yeah, he went treads and he's not really done anything in that game. I'm gonna harp on that rotation. I think that was pretty bad. He TP's bottom and his troll can't lane. I mean, Sven can't lane his troll with that advantage. Not impressed by Snaking's play this game.
So you think that rotation was a Snake King call? It definitely was. Level 4, right? He just respawns.
He's the one who made that.
Yeah.
He did that. I don't think anyone looked.
I mean, we don't know that though, but more than likely.
Oh, I know that.
Oh,
I know that.
Whoa, and look at it. They are just smoked up. Eternal Envy almost tanked that gank, but he won't. Gets his 90 gold per minute. He's happy.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Do you, Mason, do you like the more general talents, or do you like hero-specific talents more?
Can you give me an example?
Weaver, Sakuchi move speed, or say it's 200 GPM or Sakuchi move speed, right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's plenty of examples in this game.
Well, there are. I mean, there's a lot.
I mean, I just like the talent. I think most broken talents are like the one Troll has right now, the 10 HP and the 7 HP. I mean, that's...
It's broken. It's a ton of gold in level 10 that you don't have to spend to get an item that doesn't take up inventory space. Oh, Fear! He will get down. They zip on 4. He gets the stun up. I don't know why there wasn't a toss or a pull right there, but I don't think it's going to matter. He is just slowly getting right-click down the backside. Winter Wyvern gets a nice ulti, but they're sleeping, and Fear finally gets brought down. They're looking for more. SVG does die. And now Eternal Envy could be in trouble. MSS slows him down. Tiny gets stunned. He gets pushed uphill. He gets stunned from the mantle. He's in a little bit of a pickle here. The body block from Eternal Envy doesn't really do much, but he'll get frozen, and oh, he's getting a lot of life back. Has Shadow Blade. He is out of range of vision, and he will use it. Glimmer Cape as well.
I'm getting a second.
It's so weird. I like how the bugs just go through when you're invis. They don't even hit. And they're still looking, though. Snaking does need to be careful. Yep, we've seen him be a little bit cocky earlier in the game as well, but he won't go in. And now you look at the net worth. It's, I mean, Rezo's 5k ahead of the next person. This is how you play. This is what Fear wishes he was doing, right? I'm 5k up. I'm just farming the jungle, but he's not.
Yep, he is not. He's just a Sven in 2018. Not much you can do.
You played a lot of Sven during the TI4 EG, right? Or no?
No, TI7 DC Qualifier.
TI7. I remember, there's a Mason Sven time. That was during the light, yeah, like you said, the Lycan era. Screw that era.
Yeah, I won like all my Sven. The hero is really good then. It's just not good now. It isn't good. It doesn't win its game. It's so bad.
That's it. I mean, that's actually this kind of Dota in the last one. Well, they're looking though, but the Universe with a nice toss just throws them away, and that's a God Strength down. I don't think it really does much this game anyways. I don't know. It's all about, like, if you're a bad laner, you're almost just guaranteed to not be picked unless you're some crazy strategy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even Troll's a great laner. I mean, people say with his mid-game power spike and late game, like, oh man, instantly take the rack. No, his laning's just really good, and that's why he's being picked.
Well, Troll's about to hit level 18 here, going Scotty next, so pretty much same build as last game. And now if you're Ford Gaming, you just dominate the entire map, right? You push out 3 lanes, farm jungle, get Roche, then end the game?
Sounds about right. Control the map. They have some really good heroes to do it. Storm, because it's kind of, obviously, first. Good counter initiation too. If I was Dire, I'd feel so scared of them. Even during, look at them. This is daytime and they're huddled in their base.
And you have an axe on your Keeper of the Light.
Yeah, exactly.
Mason.
I'm huddled in base. What are you gonna do in a minute?
What are they gonna do?
It's gonna be nighttime.
And then what do they do?
Map control. Then you're just gonna lose. You'll be like, oh wow, do anything, guys. Let's just get games. Well, they farm on us and take Roche.
We've seen it go from 8k to a 10k lead. They are clearing out waves pretty quick with Keeper of the Light. That's the problem. I mean, how do you go uphill versus Keeper of the Light plus Breathe Fire? Don't your creeps just die instantly?
Well, yeah, but once they get Aegis and more items, it won't be as challenging. Man, Troll just did the dance in game, and I heard it, and it's so cool. You know, some tribal drum stuff, like...
Wait, he actually danced?
Yeah, he did it when he was hitting a camp.
Why? Oh, because it... Wait,
I
why?
don't know, he plays the noise. He's like dancing. He's like... Have you ever seen it?
No.
It's pretty cool. You should try.
Are you making it up?
No, I'm not kidding. Go YouTube it right now during the little cast. It's okay. No one's gonna care.
Alright. Troll... Warlord Dota 2 dance.
Tongue.
Oh, new. Oh, it's a taunt. I thought it was like a special thing. I don't give a crap. I think meant it was like a certain time, like 28 minutes and dances. Yeah, bands a make troll dance. I thought. I don't know. Uh oh, Snake King. Oh,
Smoke during nighttime right away. Could catch them off guard here, so it's kind of a neat little play.
I mean, this is one of those plays you do because no one expects it, right?
Yeah.
And you have to. Oh, and he gets uphill. He's dusted, but he made it uphill. And now they're going to turn around all the percent space damage from Winter Wyvern tearing apart here. He's going to ulti up DKB. Will he get kite around? Nothing quite yet. We do see Troll Warlord get put under an ulti on the backside. Winter Wyvern on his fence, so he can't chase Seafreak. Still alive. Hasn't died because he's blinded 24/7. See you later, Yawar. He goes down. Seafreak is kiting him around. Here comes some damage, baby. Rezo BKB. He wants right way to and he finds one. It's going to be Fear. Now Universe. He gets multicast and Seafreak done now. Rezo wants to get into fighting, but he has to run. Winter Wyvern's going to drop. Look who's back. It's Bloodstone Boy. He'll finally get Seafreak. Now he pulls in the DK. Can they turn this around? The blast does so much damage. Rezo barely alive. The Glimmer Cape saves him. They have no detection, though, on Radiant. There goes MSS. What a bloodbath of a fight. But, I mean, technically, Dire came out on top, but it feels pretty even. Look at the fight recap.
I mean, that was good for Dire. I will say, though, that I think that only went so well because Resolution held his BKB for so long. He was holding it so long. Way too long. But I don't think he'll make the same.
So you think he should just... It felt like he was saving it for Fear. When he was waiting to pop BKB.
He was just saving it, and he ate like... probably 4 stuns before he used it.
So he just needs to be a little more... Just don't be scared.
Just get in there. Just use it and get it.
Oh, and here we go. Runes again. Like I said, 4Game loves them, but their love of these runes might be too much. Universe, he should drop here, and he will. Man. Mason, that looked like you trying to chase that one girl from TI6. You just had to get it, even if it meant everything.
Yeah, I didn't go to TI6, but it sounds about
Limp. Oh, almost finds Rezo. You get that stun up with a DK. Good chance to get the kill. Whoa. He's going to pop it out now. They're going to go, but a sleep flies. He has grip as well. 4-step away. Winter Wyvern gets out of there. Good itemization from Radiant's side. Keeps him alive.
Now Rush is up in day in 1 minute.
I mean, right, that one fight, I mean, they technically, like, won it, but they didn't lose it, which is huge. You take this nighttime smoke, and all of a sudden, because that fight went okay, you made it to daytime again.
Yeah, exactly. When you're behind like that, any even trade is a winning. That's just, like, signs of life. Right? Feel good.
Signs of life?
I mean, yeah, sign of life. Like, it's not over. Like, you're down by 10k. I'm sure they feel it, and they smoke at nighttime as a time they're not supposed to be strong, and they take an even fight. That's good. You're like happy as Dire, even though it's even. You're still happy.
Whoa, this is gonna be a giant fight. It's gonna be stun toss. Come on the backside. What an ulti by MSL. See you later, Z-Freak. See you later. Turn line gonna get into the 3 cores of Dire, just trying to run away. Rezo chasing all first hit. That didn't matter because he has BKB'd up, but DK is getting molly-whopped. And he goes down 3 for 0. Damn, that I like it. SVG just walks up, places a ward, and then they just instantly take a fight. Eternal Envy a little bit slow on his keyboard. It felt like he had those stuns off.
Really good buy for Smokey at that time during night. They're really good about that stuff. I'm gonna assume too.
Oh, great. They don't have a coach right now, I don't think, right? Claire went there Fnatic.
Boom! He got booted.
And now he's on Fnatic, and then Illidan.
Fnatic? Oh, no.
Are you
on
Mineski? Okay, one of the, my bad. I knew it was one of the SCA teams. And then what Illidan is playing with Cinder. Okay, I meant that like, I'm excited to watch him dominate the, Dota together. Dude, what happened to Illidan? Like, I used to love watching him play, like TI3, TI4 era. Did he just like take a break and fall off? He's a good player.
I think carry players have a hard time. like top 10.
Well, this looks to be the end of the game. If 4Gaming wins this fight, Aegis goes down, SVG dies, and Dire, they're fighting back. Can't storm it out of here. Oh, like you said, that the projectile of DK's ult just feels so bad now. Storm gets away, but he's stunned up, and now he's stunned again by Terlendi. That mana leak came off. Snaking does go down to MSS, but now they need to get the Storm. He will respawn shortly because the Bloodstone even suicide, so they don't get anything, but MSS is dead. Oh, don't you give that to Fear? Oh man, I guess because he's going Halberd. No, I guess Liv's the carry now. Do you like this item choice by Mason or by Fear? Sorry, I said by Mason, but by Fear.
Mason, yeah, I'm owning in here. Watch me, guys. No.
It means you're not like a big carry, right? I don't know.
It's okay, but I would really like to see some damage in my opponent's here. I don't know. It's not bad.
I mean, it gives, I guess, as well, it gives you a little damage, gives you the evasion. Troll will get MKB eventually.
Halberd is super over Troll, though. We'll see, so.
Wait, so if Troll's in melee form, he just gets halberded melee, right? Like, it's not some weird
But if you catch him, in range, they sit in range a decent amount, then it's really good.
So Gem's up on Storm now. Looks like they gave it to him to try to de-ward. Oh, and a regen, if I have to. Z-Freak, Hags, Glimmer Cape. It just feels like they have damage issues on Dire. Like, if the fight, like, that's why they're winning some of these fights, right? Because Z-Freak, he's just doing so much damage, so much heal. They're not damaging anyone that much, but they're staying alive. Some depressingly slow team fights, but Cole is staying in the game, as you said. 12k favor of forward. He'll have his full Heaven's Halberd if he wishes to buy it. I used to think it was Halbrad.
Were you having a stroke when you read it the first time?
No, I just, like, it sounds better. Like, yo, Heaven's Halberd.
Heaven's Halberd.
Like, Heaven's Halberd. Like, you gotta say, like, a Game of Thrones guy.
Yeah, when you change, like, the tone of your voice.
No, listen. No, I'll say the exact same tone for both.
Okay.
Heaven's Halberd. Heaven's Halberd. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit's dirty.
Yeah, I can do it the other way, too. Heaven's Halberd. And then, Heaven's Halberd. Like, I mean, yeah.
Dude, Halberd still sounds amazing. It's nasty. And like Redzo just clearing out the entire jungle. It still has the cheese, no Aegis on Yawar anymore. Snaky is pushing the bottom tower. He gets the tower, but he will get smacked up. Oh,
that's nasty.
And that's the Shadow Blade and Blink. He had the little extra attack speed, so he got 3 attacks instead of just 2. Okay.
You want to know why Weaver is not as good anymore? If you have 12 strength, 100%.
Well, what about Limp dying middle? That can't be good.
That can't be good either.
He has no buyback. He is nowhere near. I mean, obviously he doesn't have the gold, but he already used it last fight. Do they just lose Arax here, or can Keeper the Light defend this?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll lose Arax.
Ooh, don't the range creep. Oh, you should have blocked it, and it would have tanked the hit. It's whatever, little things in Dota, you know. There it is. Troll can't hit because he has Halberd in the ranged form, but now he just throws out. Look at that blind, though. Man, what an annoying hero, especially by someone like Z-Free. He knows the ins and outs of these heroes. Oh, but they're going to leap forward. They're going to go for him. He Glimmer Capes himself. Do they have the attention? They do, because the gem's on Storm himself. The toss in on Rezzo. That's a gem on the ground. That'll be a same gem. Guess what? They lock down Ogre. My God, here comes Fear. Oh no, the blinding light. It spreads them all apart. He only stuns one. Now he's just stripped for his full BKB. Troll Warlord comes. Can he get a bash out of Fountain? He cannot. They get the kill on Eternal Envy, and this game is looking curtains for Dire. Double buyback coming, but they're going to lose the melee racks. Or will they? They will. BKB on Rezzo. He's going to right click. They find Fear. Fear is dead. He does not have buyback. They're going to look for Snaking. Will he make it away? Barely, but Eternal Envy will see you later, Jackie Mao. You're out of this game. Well, not yet. They haven't gave up yet. My bad. But it's not looking good, right? I would say it's looking pretty grim.
Oh, it's looking real grim.
This is like, you heard of the movie The Brothers Grimsby or whatever? Well, wait up. This could be it. Snaking has 5x, so he'll come back. Whoa, he ulted back in. You're right in your face. Why even risk that? He's enfeebled already. And now Storm. No mana, but he's okay. He'll just fight. Bash comes up on DK. And now the BKB's gone. They want to get these kills. They know there's no buybacks on any player. They look for the Weaver. They look for the DK. They're aiming different people. Why they get it though? And there's the GG called Limpel Drop. And damn, 38-minute game. Forward gaming. I mean, it felt like the other two games, right? Were they ever behind at any point? Didn't feel like it.
Nope, not really.
And you...
A slam dunk.
I'm gonna give you one chance. That's it, Mason. Besides the terrible Sven pick, is there a chance they could have done anything in this game with their picks? Like, it felt like all their lanes were weak. Was there any possibility of winning lanes?
you